Well, boy, we reach where the air is rare. Reginald Armour. Reginald Armour, let me tell you something. Reginald Armour. Play the video first, then I go tell you what I have to tell him. Archie, play the video, let the people see this thing they call Reginald Armour. Run it.
Today to see the honorable member of Siparia present in the House, because I've been here since, I believe it is the 16th of March, and I have not been accustomed to seeing her in the House. And my concern at not having seen her before was exacerbated today as I saw her being assisted as she left the House, and I'm concerned that she might not be well. I wish her well.
Armour, you arrogant ass. You think that's funny? You think making jokes about someone's health is a joke and it's funny? You little man. You think casting aspersions without information, lying in the parliament again about Kamla and her health and throwing shade about a woman's health is funny? You puerile fool. Furthermore, you there since March. You wouldn't be there next week. You gone already with your little Kobo sweat, your big stupid dunce. And you have the audacity to say Kamla Persad-Bissessar wasn't there. You lied. She's been in that parliament every session, contributing. Archie to show it, Douglas Politics Live, sitting there contributing, asking questions, motions, Prime Minister's question. She's there. You are lying just like you lie on your affidavit. How dare you? Kamla Persad-Bissessar has been serving this country since local government 1986. You come in March and you gone in June. You big clown. And let me tell you something. Babylon, foreign Babylon looking for you, man. So you go and you talk and you tell them you ain't feeling so well, man. When they want to ask you about when you were a senior counsel, how come you write this, man? It's you know, it's in threat of perjury. Do you understand what perjury is? Reginald Armour, you big disgrace. You come with your funny accent to come and embarrass Trinidad and Tobago in a 2-month stint internationally, turning us into the laughing stock because we have an Attorney General of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago who is a Franco-ment liar. You the only man you catapult over Rowley. You, Rowley, is a parliamentary liar in the Commonwealth. You are a liar under oath in a court of law. And you come to talk with arrogance about a woman and accusing her of health. What? Because she needed assistance to walk down steps on a shiny floor where Donna Cox's weave does get wet when it rains, to make sure that she does not slip in high heels. You know what it's like to walk in high heels down a wood. Oh God, well, you look like you know that. You look like you just walk like with that at home, on tile, on terrazzo. Yeah? Let me ask you something, Reginald Armour. You have children? How are you going to explain to your children that daddy is a Franco-ment liar? That daddy went in a court of law under a code, a professional code, and daddy breached 23 clauses of the code. That daddy went in a court, read that statement, knew it to be false, and signed it and gave it to a judge. And then when the judge ruled that you are a clown and incompetent liar, you then tell the media in Trinidad the judge is an idiot and it's patently false. How do you explain that to your children, you arrogant ass? This is not no PNM and not no UNC thing now, you know. Who the hell you feel you are? But you could talk and criticize and lie on Kamla. By the way, where Rowley? Why not here? Huh? Let me see you criticize Justice C. Persad now, Frank C. Persad. Put it up, let me read a bit what he had to say. In our democratic society, the AG not only the titular head of the bar, but the government's embodiment of the rule of law. If submissions were filed by the SC during the preliminary inquiry matter, then he was actively engaged in the matter. Once a silk is on the record or part of the team, our courts, by virtue of the title SC, recognizes that lawyer as the lead counsel. After any such involvement in a matter before the local courts, it is unfathomable that one holding the office of AG would swear before another court in another jurisdiction that any involvement was minimal. Understandably, memories wane with time, but the affidavit was filed in response to a detailed complaint made by the former client. The Code of Ethics, as contained in the Legal Profession Act, imposes very stringent standards of conduct upon lawyers, and these standards must be heightened when one is reviewing the conduct of the titular head of the bar. The current issue is not a political one. It's one that strikes at the heart of the administration of justice, as there has to be a no-tolerance approach to dishonest or disingenuous positions. Leaders must be held to account. The rule of law regulates when there is respect for same, and this respect is contingent upon the guards and players at the point in time. When the respect is lost or compromised, ruin and chaos would likely follow. We are traversing a dangerous path. Justice Frank C. Prasad. Let me tell you something, Mr. Arrogant Ass Armour. When you see, as we showed in this show, bandits shooting and killing, robbing and dancing, they are horrendous, they are horrible, they are wrong and should be brought to full justice. But you are worse than that. You, at the highest level, the second highest executive office in the land, the titular head of the bar, senior counsel, lawyer, you have a far greater responsibility than any other citizen, especially in a foreign jurisdiction. You have brought shame and disgrace on the entire flag, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. You are worse than the scumbuckets who broke into cars at a cremation site. You are lower than the pedophiles who hurt and damage children in homes. You are the lowest of the low, yet you speak with arrogance, you arrogant ass. Let's read from, well, we see a resignation from Shankar Bedasi, the Secretary of the Law Association, 6 May 2022. I've been an elected member of council for over 12 years, and so over those years I dedicated, go up fast, and now I resign because the Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago has not been functioning as it was. I ain't gonna read the whole thing, but that's Shankar Bedasi, learned attorney, feeling disrespected, and is that he was wasting his time in the Law Association because of interference, lack of action, lack of decision making, lack of anything, signed by Shankar Bedasi. And then we have Sophia Chote. Sophia Chote, you say no formal complaint, you receive no formal complaint, so all of this, so you need formal complaint. Well, all the lawyers, they say you received the petition yet, but all the justices and the senior counsel and everybody, the newspaper print the affidavit, right? Look the motion there, but move all of that. Sophia Chote say she has seen none of that. But you had a meeting yesterday, Sophia Chote. And she put up side by side Sophia Chote Law Association and the Law Association media release from January 2015. Let's do a comparison. Because in 2015, the Law Association, this one was yesterday, the Council of the Law Association had taken note and so on at its meeting. The Council considers it an important issue, go up, comment in accordance with the statutory duties and so on. The Council will also consider the Attorney General's recent media statements. The Council also intends to review any appeal. Finally, the Council advises that contrary to media statements that is not receive a requisition. Very interesting, Sophia Chote. How come? Now go back, there's another one from 2015. Look at this now. This is 2015 and this is why this country is in a mess. Because one rule for P&M and another rule of propriety and so on for others. The Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago, this is January 2015, notes with grave concern the recent allegations by Mr. David West and the launch of a criminal investigation by the Commissioner of Police. This investigation concerns allegations. To prevent erosion of confidence in the Office of the Attorney General, the Law Association urges the investigation to have embarked upon the police of Trinidad and Tobago be conducted thoroughly and expeditiously. Once the investigations are completed, any and all appropriate legal steps will be taken. LAT makes no comment. Right, go up. They await the police investigation. It is the view of the Law Association that the police investigation into the conduct of the Attorney General has the ability to adversely affect and undermine the public perception of and confidence in the Office of the Attorney General. In the circumstances, it's LAT's considered view that Mr. Ramlogan SC must forthwith step down as Attorney General. January 31st, 2015, really, LAT? So how come that language change when you have an Attorney General signing his name under threat of perjury and seeing the falsehoods that are easy to check because he was senior counsel in 2003. He's on record in the courts of Trinidad and Tobago as a senior counsel in 2004, 5 and so on. Right? And you see that under penalties of perjury, his signature. And yet, you are saying that you're just monitoring. You want to talk to him. You want to monitor. But when it was Anand Ramlogan with just allegations, of which Anand Ramlogan had denied any involvement whatsoever, this man has stayed silent. This is the problem. Why play politics, Law Association? Doesn't an Attorney General in a foreign jurisdiction signing a fraudulent affidavit bring the Office of the Attorney General, the government, and jurisprudence in Trinidad and Tobago into disrepute? And therefore he must step down forthwith. Anand must go forthwith on allegation. But a franco-ment idiot sign nonsense and lies. And you all are monitoring the situation. Sophia Chote. And you are saying it's what, politicians? You seem to be the biggest politician because you can't just simply read black and white and you know what is right. You are waiting to get certain copies of this exact from court record. Why don't pull the court record from the preliminary inquiry in 2004? And then now, the Guardian tried to deflect on the petition just like Sophia Chote, but we wouldn't worry them. Let me see Avery Sinanan, senior counsel. You don't have that image, Avery Sinanan. I wonder if I put it there. Yes. You can't show it? All right. And then you have Martin George. Well, they don't have to put them up. But all of these serious attorneys are coming out and saying that they are so disgusted. They cannot wrap their minds around how a human being, Reginald Armour, could be so ridiculous, so callous, so disgusting, so disrespectful, so dishonest. They cannot even understand what could be the motivation to do that. When the truth is there for all to see, where records are kept meticulously. But Chote say she monitoring. And Chote, look at here. Even the newspaper print the whole thing. Right? But I ask you, Sophia Chote, you saying that politicians are making, you can take down this piece here. Politicians are playing games with this issue. You are playing games. How come you were silent, Law Association, when Keith Rowley misbehaved in public office, went to the office of the president to thwart the merit list that was duly authorized, signed off on by the majority of the Police Service Commission, and influenced another public official, being the president, who then influenced another public official, the then chairman of the Police Service Commission, Bliss C. Prasad, to withdraw a merit list that was duly delivered and should have been delivered straight to the parliament. How come the law association was quiet on that? Isn't that your job, to interpret laws, constitution, and so on, and give your independent, apolitical? How come when the AG, the former one, the one who is now the Puya man, when he didn't transfer and he sale of the car, well, how come you all was silent? How, when the AG rent his own building, the former one, the Puya man now, how come you all was silent? When the Attorney General signs an immunity with a witness in a criminal matter, how come the Law Association is silent? Shouldn't we be wanting y'all to inform us? But you talking about politicians? Sophia Chote, shame on you. Your politics is showing, your petticoat, PNM petticoat showing, because all of these were silent. When Kamla Bisesa brought a motion into the parliament to get a tribunal to investigate all of that, where was your opinion? What did you say? What was your opinion on an independent senator sitting in the joint sitting and voting on an issue involving a sister? What y'all are not there to explain to the population conflicts of interest and so on, apparent bias and these legal principles. So what is the Law Association for? When there was tear gas on citizens and use of force policy, I didn't hear the Law Association say anything. When the Judith Jones report was handed in on December 13, 2021, and nothing was done, I don't hear the Law Association's opinion on that. And police are now asking the caregivers, the pedophiles among them, to have integrity. And the essence of the law all over the globe is to protect children. On the side of protection of children, I don't hear the Law Association. The Law Association is very quiet. Is it that you're so close, Sophia Chote, because Reginald Armour in March 2015 became the president of the Law Association? And look at Larry Lala, all of these learned attorneys. Let's say the Law Association's press release this evening on the AG issue is pathetically flat-footed and only serves to undermine public confidence in its operations. Obviously, why has the association chosen to countenance the silence of the AG in the face of the press's publication of his affidavit? In the face of this, surely Armour's silence is untenable in any self-respecting democratic country. If the contents of the affidavit as published in the press was incorrect, he must say so. But if they are correct, and if he really appeared in the Piaco matter as senior counsel, well, we know that he did because we read and cross-examined witnesses, etc., that there is only one honorable thing he can do: walk back to his private life and hide his head in, well, I finishing off that. And I say hide his head in shame. And you have the audacity to question the health and criticize a woman and talk about someone's health, a lady who's older than you, more intelligent than you, and a senior counsel. And you think that's funny? An attorney general who they're looking for up in the States to put you in an orange jumpsuit, you big flipping clown. Why you don't come and tell me that up in the Senate and throw talk? You're not talking in the Senate because you're a little makome. You're bullying ladies, elderly ladies. That's what your mother taught you. Why you don't come with, look, I say, no, come on, come and give me talk. Give me talk now, Armour. The new word for liar is Armour. Armour's massive mess. Attack the Express now. Integrity in public life. Attack the Guardian now. But what people have to ask is Armour and Rowley. There's a double agent theory, you know. And it could be. We need to check it out because I still can't understand. But I can tell you that the actions of Armour in the foreign court aids the people who the state was opposing. Now remember them fellas was PNM long time, when Rowley was PNM with Ken Valley and so on. Armour's actions weaken the case out there, which means that men could probably keep all them hundreds of millions of dollars outside there in the States because it's a asset forfeiture case. So Armour, you have plenty questions to answer. And leave Kamla out your mouth, your mama pool. Okay? Because Kamla's stronger than you. She more intelligent than you. She don't sign affidavit and lie in jurisdiction. She don't song like a mama pool. She don't get no kobo sweat like you. She in politics long time. She's a former prime minister and leader of the opposition with 309,000 strong. Who's your support? Your children shame are you. How you going to talk to them and explain that daddy's a lying dunce? Armour?